All right, welcome to our first math session. My daughter Sadie's going to help me out. This one focuses on comparing numbers, which is greater than and less than. And we're going to use just some basic household items, decks of cards that you probably have laying around to help us with this. So the first thing we're going to do, say if you'll grab the regular deck of cards, is a quick game that you can do. You can include your younger children in this. It's a game of battle. And what you do is you split the deck of cards in half. Now, before you start this game, you will need to teach your child, if you're going to keep them in there, the jack is 10, the queen is 11, and the king is 12. So they know which one is greater than and which one is less than. So what we'll do is we'll flip over a card. Now, you'll do this in front of you and lay them both down. And then you have to compare. So we have a king and a jack. And so whoever has the higher card gets to take them both. So who gets the higher card, Sadie? Me. So then she takes both of them and puts them to the side. And so we'll continue and flip over. Oh, I have a jack and a 10. So which one's higher? Mine. So I would get them both. And then we'll continue playing until the deck of cards is gone. You can do this with kindergartners as well. They just have to know their numbers and which one's bigger or smaller. Just a fun game. The kids could keep, going entertained. You can play that whenever. So that's one thing you can do with your cards. Another one is to get them going with the actual symbols. On this one, I'm going to use our Phase 10 cards, but you could use the regular deck of cards as well. I'm going to bring in this little tray just to hold them up there and let us see. So Sadie, if you'll go ahead and just draw 2 cards. And we're going to put those. That's a 9. Draw me 2 more cards. All right. And I like these ones a little bit better because they have big numbers on them. So we're comparing 93 and 57. So what you have to do is I took a standard note card and I cut it in half and I made a symbol. You can make a greater than, less than symbol. Simple, easy. All you have to do is flip it over to the side. And you can also make an equal sign in case you get some that are equal. So I'm going to let Sadie decide which way she's going to put her symbol. All right. And then I'm going to have her read it. So read the number and then the symbol.
93 is greater than 57.
Very good. So she said 93 is greater than 57. If your child is struggling with the symbol reading is greater than or is less than, you can also make a little accommodation where you write the words below it. So if they're struggling to read that as is greater than, then go ahead and make a separate card for is greater than and is less than. Write the words on there so that when they go to read it, they lay it down. Now, traditionally, you would lay it down in front of you on the table. You wouldn't have to have a tray here. But I wanted to prop it up so you could actually see the number cards and what you're doing. So let's try one more. Draw me 2 more cards. First 2. And we'll put those together. And that's a 9 because it doesn't have a line underneath it. So I have 39 and 2 more. Ooh. And 43. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the symbols. Which one are you going to put in there? All right, and then read it. That's the important part, is that they can read the numbers, the symbol, and the numbers.
93 is less than 43.
Very good. All right. Now, if you have older children, 39. If you have older children, you can grab that last stack over there. You can incorporate, this deck has higher numbers. It's got a 10, an 11, and a 12. So if you have some older students, say you have a 2nd, 3rd, 4th grader, you can make this now a 3-digit number like this. I'll take off the first card and like this. And then let you decide, now what do we have for our numbers?
119 and 123.
Very good. So which symbol are you going to put in there for that one? All right, and then read the whole sentence.
119 is less than 123.
Very good. Now, if you have even older children, you can just keep adding numbers to make these bigger numbers. You could add and keep going so that you have 4th, 5th, 6th graders. You can keep going with numbers and make bigger and bigger numbers so that you're in the thousands. So it's just one way that you can change that. Now, one other idea for comparing numbers is to use some flashcards. Hey, you can grab me the flashcards. We do a lot in 1st grade with deciding if number sentences are equal or not. So you can compare those, and it adds a little bit of a challenge level to it. So these are just basic flashcards from the Dollar Tree. Super easy. But you can take 2 flashcards. I'm just going to pull off 2. And now, instead of just comparing numbers, they actually have to solve the math problem to figure out which one is greater than or less than. So Sadie, when we add our numbers here, this one's easy because they both have an 8 in them. Which symbol are you going to put there? Very good, because 8 plus 3 is 11, and 8 plus 2 is 10. So 11 is greater than 10. So this makes it a little bit challenging, and you would want to try to make sure that you didn't get 2 8s, so that maybe you had, I'm looking for one because that has a 2 in it, so if I replace that one, that's going to make it, ooh, like this. So would the symbol stay true?
Yes.
Because 10 plus 9 is?
19.
And 8 plus 2 is only 10. You could change it up and do 2 addition. You could mix it up. I have subtraction cards as well. Again, cheap dollar store pack of cards. You can do it with subtraction cards. You could give a 1 addition and 1 subtraction card. So let's do this one and put a subtraction card there. What would you have to do here? Oh, she has to change out her symbol because 10 take away 1 is
9.
And 8 plus 2 is
10.
10. So 9 is less than 10. So different ways to change it up using just basic things. You could also use some counters and some trinkets on the table in front of you and decide which group is more. But at 1st grade, they know their numbers. They should be able to compare their numbers. And you can get the other kids going if you have younger kids, kindergartner, or some older kids, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, and they can help you out with that. So comparing numbers, an easy thing, something fun to keep them going at home. Thank you.